So, maze.
Yes, very much maze.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're right here. The blue one just popped open an eyeball.
Right. So, from where you guys are, there's two ways to go: either towards the blue or south, away from the blue. Where do?
South.
All right, south. All right, so 30 feet south leads you to a turn going east.
So we go east.
And then the other 10 feet east for your 40 feet of movement leads you to a four-way intersection.
You just give me a sec.
Oh, that's right. Don't know if I saved or did. Okay.
South?
So you're gonna go south?
Guys? Anybody here?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, we'll go south.
20 feet south, and you can either go east or west.
Is this starting to look familiar? This area?
Uh, yeah. I mean, everything's starting to look familiar. Everything kind of looks the same.
Ugh.
Right.
Go west.
West. All right. The second 20 feet to the west, uh, there's a turn leading south, and make a perception check for me.
8.
I also got an 8.
$14.
All right, Jax, you notice about 45 feet ish away, I guess. There's a dart on the ground.
Sweet.
Well, that's something.
So you made it back pretty much to where the dart is. Well, you're not at the dart, but you can see it.
Let's go back into the center room. So we'll go south.
Okay. 40 feet will put you basically at the dart.
But there's a way to the west first, right?
The dart to the west, yeah. You go past the way to the west.
Right. So we're in this corridor here then. There should be a way to the west here. Then we come down. To the dart. Next round, we're go east.
You going into the center room?
I want to go into the center room, yes.
Alright. The party is in the center room.
All right, I want to search the center room. Top to bottom, stem to stern. Left to right, up to down. Roll a 16 on my investigation.
For the most part, Neveroth and Arya cleaned this room out pretty well. There's not much else of note in this room. Any loot's already been picked up. The way out's already been discovered. And there isn't much else in this room.
Gotta be something else in this room. How the fuck do we get out of here?
Man, this place is a maze. These things are weird. The pellet things didn't help.
No, it didn't.
We didn't come across any rooms or anything, like any doorways.
Nothing.
Nope.
We can't even touch those things. Those things don't die. Oh, goodness.
There's got to be something that we're missing.
Yeah, and I feel it's like so easy. Like, as soon as we figure it out, it's gonna be like, oh, duh, kind of thing.
Isn't it always like that though?
100%.
How many of those pellets do we find?
Two.
But you've
And
only
we use-
picked up one.
What happened when we picked it up? I think I might have missed it. I had to go AFK a lot last week.
It paused everything. It paused the ghosts.
Paused.
We weren't able to kill it.
That's weird.
Yeah, and then we got teleported over this way.
Right. Called does when we come down here. When we come down here and we hit that one that going west, does it connect with this one here?
Hold on. Can you zoom out a little bit? Give me some context. Okay, so that is
Actually, that west corridor would lead us to a warp jump.
yeah, I think so. I mean, you guys right now are in the center room.
Right.
And from the center room, you know, there's basically a fairly symmetrical hallway going all the way around the center room.
Yes.
It's just that whatever outside that is where you guys are currently unsure of. It's where the maze really begins.
I just don't know where this part of the maze fits in.
I mean, from my perspective, it's I got the whole maze here and where you are. I don't necessarily have your map, so it's hard to necessarily tell you which part you drew is what part of the map.
So I have here.
One sec. Alrighty.
This is the top of the maze. This is a warp point. Here. My pencil.
Right.
We come down straight, go left or right, and we could enter the box, the middle of the room.
Right.
So we went east around. We found a second warp point here.
Correct.
We went north, east, south, east again. We found a warp point there. Or warp point to the east, and right around the corner is a warp point to the south. Doesn't make sense, but okay.
Not really.
Not really what?
No, not directly to the south. That warp point you drew there isn't a warp point. That was a mark you made so you can attach a different part of the map to that area. That's not a warp point.
That's not a warp point there. But this is a warp point here.
Yeah, that east one, yeah.
So we've got a corresponding warp point. If we drew a straight line all the way to the west, on the other side, west of the box, we went to that intersection from the dart and went west, there's another warp point there, correct?
Yes.
So that's there to there. That's there. So there's a section here.
Yeah, I think we should start trying to go to the areas that we're unsure of and start mapping them out.
All right, so we'll exit out of the room here. We call this TR for treasure room.
Okay. Back hallway, directly south of the central room.
South. We'll go east.
East 20 feet.
North.
North 20-ish. Get you to that intersection.
Go east.
Another 20-ish.
Go south.
Alright.
Does it continue to go south? Does it go east?
From there,
From here.
you can go east or south.
Let's go east. So we're at this intersection here.
Yeah,
We go east.
I'm going east. Oh, wrong colored glass. Alright. 1 sec.
We should be able to go north or south.
From that intersection, you can only go north.
Does it make sense?
No, like I said, that little south bit you drew isn't an opening. It was a mark you made to signify that you've already drawn that area out.
Okay, so it goes like that.
Yeah.
All right, so then we're going to go back to this intersection here.
Alrighty.
And we're going to go south.
South is another 20 feet, and you can go either east or west.
We're going to go east.
Alright, 10 feet, and it turns southwards.
Go south.
Alright. another 10 feet, and you are. And you can either continue south, go east, or shift west.
So it's a 4-way.
Yeah.
Go east.
One sec.
Should lead us to a warp point.
I gotta move the ghosts. Okay, so from there you're going east.
Yes.
Alright, so 10-ish feet,
Mm-hmm.
and it turns south.
Go south.
Alright, another 10 feet, and it turns west.
Go west, young man.
Another 10-ish feet, and it turns north.
Is this where we encountered the first white dot?
Yep.
Okay, so that's where we are here. This is here. So then we should be able to come that intersection there. Should be able to go hit another intersection going south, right?
Yeah, is that where you want to move to?
Yes.
Alright.
Then I'm gonna go south.
From there, it's 10 feet to the south, and it goes westward.
Go west.
$30 feet west, and it turns north.
Okay, go north.
10 feet north, and you can either go east or west.
Is that connecting up to the main one here?
What main one?
So this is the original map. We went. This is where we met the dot.
Yeah.
White dot. We went south here. We went west. Now we went north,
Yep.
and then it intersects here.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, see, we're getting somewhere.
No, because we've been through here already.
Well, yeah, but now we're getting more of a better like full picture of what the map actually looks like instead of just bits and pieces here.
Teleporting over there.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but it's a starting point.
Yeah, I mean, once we have an idea of what the map actually looks like, we'll be better able to navigate through it.
And then eventually this connects. to there. That means we entered here. I don't know. I'm lost.
Well, let's see. Where's the? Let me see that part of the map that's to the left of the screen there. That's the new section where we know. I feel like we know more on that section.
This one here?
No, the other one. Oh, to your right, I guess. All right. So where are we over here?
We are. So this square and this square are the same. This square and this square are the same. We're about to go back into the steps over here.
Okay. Well, are you sure it's the same and it's not just symmetrical?
No, it's the same because we have the warp. We have the warp spot here, which coordinates with this, and these are the same here. So we've been through. Okay, this is where we started. All over again. This is where we started. We came in, we came down, we went this way, we went right, we went down, we made a square, which is the same from the. So the treasure room is over here. If we came in this way, that's going to be that. So that's going to go up and that way. Up.
Well, at this point, I feel like trying to make the different maps that we have match up is a bit of a futile task. What we should try and do is we take the one that we have the most knowledge of, which is the one with that central room, and we just try and map that out as best as we can from there. Just to figure out once and for all like where everything is exactly.
I mean, you guys figured out we're pretty much where all the teleports line up. So if you were to get as much of the map and into one area, so you can get rid of the rest of the map, you should be good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like from there, we should try to go throughout the entire map and map it out without going through the warp points. Like we'll find the warp points and we'll mark them, but don't go through them because that'll probably just mess us up. If anything, we should mark them, like what Era did, is
So
putting the dart down to know that we've been there before.
Yeah, I did it to 2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should do that, something like that, to each of the warp points.
all right, let me see if I can do this.
Old school mapping without a grid.
Yeah. Or reference points.
Hooray, reference points.
So,
So,
this is what I have so far. We came in here, warp 1.
alright.
Came this way, we went around, we went straight. We found warp 3. Right?
Yeah.
We went around, we went up. We came up.
So I will say that your map is a little skewed due to not being grid.
Right.
But otherwise is spot on. Like warp 3 would be aligned with the top warp that you
With
know
this
of.
warp 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's good to know. So that means that I'm assuming that this is it's not like symmetrical, but the warps are.
Yeah, for the most part.
They
Okay.
would have to be.
Yeah. So we know that warp 3 at the bottom there is actually in the middle.
Yeah, it's more aligned here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like it you got the basic geometry right. It's just a little skewed because you don't have grid.
Right. And I missed Hollow.
Awesome.
Okay. So, I mean, we have 2 areas to go up this way.
Yeah. So let's check
We
out
haven't
one.
explored yet. All right. So then, Cole, we were here. Warp 3. We're going to go north, then west,
Okay.
then straight north.
Hold on. So, you move in front of warp 3.
We're at the intersection Where to the south warp 3 is.
Okay. From there, you have 4 ways to go, and you're going north.
We're going north.
All right.
Should bring us here.
Right.
Go west to here.
Okay. You go west to that one intersection and. Alrighty. From the intersection where to the south is a warp. You go northwest.
Northwest.
From that intersection, when you look north, you do see the dart, which is where that lines up with.
It's all the way over here. How is that possible?
Again, you skewed the geometry because you don't have a grid.
All right, so this, okay. So this corridor leads down this corridor.
Yeah.
Okay. Close enough. So then we go to the next intersection. There's another up. There's another north.
Yeah. From that. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
So then we go north.
Okay. Hold on. So 10 feet from that north, there is a way west. As well as, at that point, we'll just put them there. The blue eyeball ghost appears in front of you.
So way west. There's no way north.
Okay, hold on. I need to move ghosts. Move him there. Okay. So, the one intersection leads to where the dart is. You move to the second one. The second one.
So it goes 10 feet north, then turns west.
Yeah. It does continue north because that's where the blue ghost is north from you.
Okay. Goes north. And then the blue ghost is where?
Roughly 15 feet north from you.
Okay. Because we're here.
Yeah. Now, one thing you do know is this isn't where you first spotted the blue eyeball ghost, it has moved.
Okay. So we're gonna go up to the intersection and go west.
Okay. Yeah. So that is going to be 20 feet west, and it turns south.
Okay. We'll go south.
Actually, before that happens, make a perception check.
$11. No, I'm sorry, 13.
6.
22.
Okay, Navaroth. This south corridor. About 50 feet away down this south corridor, you can see two things. First up is another one of those white dots. And just out of sight, seemingly behind a corner, is a strange orange glow as well.
All right, I'll point it out to the rest of them. I'm like, guys, look. There's another one of those white dot thingies, and I think the orange ghost is behind it.
Awesome. So we found all the ghosts.
We're missing one.
I thought we got them
We
all.
found red, blue, and now orange.
I thought we found pink.
We found pink.
Did
Yeah,
we?
you did see pink, but you didn't necessarily go close enough to activate, in heavy quotation marks, it.
Yeah, we kind of noped the other way.
What if we get the blue one to chase us down to the white dot and activate the orange one and get them both with the white dot?
Well, this last time you guys got one of the white dots, all I did was stun them, right?
Yeah.
And
Maybe we have to get the white dots in order to get the hell out of here.
Maybe.
I agree. Maybe we should, because we didn't touch one, we touched the other one, and this is the third one we've come across. Or it might be the one that we didn't touch.
Yeah, no, this is definitely one you guys
Uh.
have not seen before.
No, sorry, the other one was by the pink, I think.
No, the other one there was one by the blue
Right.
that we
Right.
didn't touch.
All right, let's go grab it.
The assumption that there might also be one by the pink probably isn't a bad assumption.
So before we head down, I'm going to go back to this intersection and start calling the blue boy. So he sees me and he starts chasing me.
Curious. Okay. You do notice that as you go back that way, the blue boy that appeared in front of you must not have noticed you initially because it seemed to have dipped around a different corner. But calling to it, it quickly turns around. Not only that, but unexpectedly from behind you also comes the red glow.
Oh, no.
Great. So we got blue and red in this corridor here.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm going to go this way. Once I'm going to make sure that they stop maybe about halfway to make sure that I can see their glows coming.
So you kind of get the idea that they are both coming, but the red one seemed to have been sneaking up on you guys, and is a lot closer than you expected. But the blue one is probably not far behind.
Okay. Once I notice that they're both coming, I'm gonna take the dash action, and I'm gonna round this corner, and I'm gonna say, "Choose it."
Okay, and I'm assuming the rest of the party is also following.
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay,
Said it was about 50 feet.
right. It's about 50 feet until you enter what is essentially a room, with a pillar in the middle to make it a roundabout. And in one corner of that room is the orange, and in the other corner, in the opposite corner, there is a white dot. Yeah, pretty
Right.
much.
White, orange.
Uh, sure.
All right. So we're gonna come down. I'm gonna say, have you guys stay here. Navaroth, make sure that the red and blue are coming down this corridor.
Yep.
And
From
once they're
before you dash around that corner, from the rest of the party's perspective, the red one is about 20 feet away from you.
okay.
They're coming.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, he coming.
Once we get to this intersection here, Ariel, get ready to press that white dot. I'm gonna come to this corner here and start making noise.
Sounds good.
He should be coming down this way. Hopefully, blue not too far behind him.
All right. Sure. Certainly one way to get this dot. So yeah, and sure enough, that happens. You guys get into position. You start making noise, and you see the. If the red one was a mass of arms and the blue one was a mass of eyes, this orange one it just looks fucking weird. I don't know.
Mouths. Speaking of
Sure.
massive.
Sure, yeah, that one's mouths. Starts piling up and forming. You start making noise. You see the other two coming down that corridor. You guys now get the sense that, although yes, you will be able to get this dot and stun them. Where are you gonna go?
We'll go back through them.
Ah, through them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just don't touch them.
Right.
All right. We'll see. So yeah, do you grab the dot?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Dot grabbed, ghost stunned. What do you do? The
Try to
red
get
one is about halfway up the, and the blue one is about in the corner.
And the orange one should be here now.
Sure.
Now I have a question. When we grab these orbs, what happens to them? Do they disappear or do we physically have them?
Once you touch them, they like dissipate into like an energy, and a wave of like white energy flashes throughout the maze, temporarily turning all the walls white, and that flash stuns the ghosts. All heavy quotes around ghosts.
Okay.
But it does seem like gathering them, you're not necessarily putting them in your inventory. They're definitely doing something by gathering them.
All right. I guess we just play the avoid game then. I'll try and lead the way to move past them.
Okay. Um. How?
Well, are they taking up the entire hallway like a gelatinous cube, or can I like scoot past them?
They're not taking up the entire hallway. They're not necessarily a cube per se, but they are taking up. Uh, and this was explained last time when the red ghost, heavy quotes, got to full size. It's not like an easy thing to get past. It's blocking. It's pretty much blocking the way.
Is
Can
it
we jump over
still
it? and-
floating?
You were able to jump over it the first time because it was forming, and when it was forming, it was a puddle on the ground to let you jump over it. It is now not a puddle on the ground, and it's not necessarily floating. You could think of it like a slime in the fact that it's shaped like a mound, but it is what a large creature would be considered. So mechanically, you're not getting past it without going through its squares. But I mean, I guess you could roll maybe a high enough acrobatics to try to Palpatine air roll through it.
Let's do it.
I mean, I could probably do it, but I want the rest of the of you guys to be able to get past it too.
Seeing as how the orange one is basically safely in the corner, you don't have to go past that one. You do have to get past both the red and the blue one coming down this corridor.
Right.
And it should be impossible to pass the blue one if he's in the corner.
Well, if it's gonna be hard, if it's hard to get past the red one, it's gonna be even harder to get past the blue one.
Roll high, guys. Roll high.
Yeah, what have you been rolling?
Yeah, I know.
Well, if worse comes to worse, we know that touching them teleports you back to the center room. It's not a good thing to do because we take a death save, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
This is true, yeah.
But it's an option. All right, well, let's try it. I'll lead the way.
I ignite my lightsaber and I'm gonna just fucking hack and slash it.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. With that sense, could I do a Palpatine death roll and just like take out my lightsaber and do a corkscrew attack to try and get past it and attack at the same time?
No, because you attacked it before with your thing, and that's you went to the room.
Yeah, but they weren't stunned when I did
Yes,
that.
they were.
Oh, they were? Oh.
Yeah, they were. That's why I went up and punched it.
So I'm not saying it's impossible to get past them because anything's possible, but there is enough space for you to, if you did one of those like jumping dives in the corner, to potentially roll past them. But you do know that making contact with these things, even with a melee weapon, sends you back to the center and isn't a fun experience. So, has you got some other creative ideas?
Can I throw an ender stone on the other side of it?
Yeah, that could work.
Oh shit! I forgot we had those.
Let's do that.
You guys do.
I got one for you. Here.
I was gonna say I've got
What?
one. Do you have an extra?
I have 2 extra, actually. I have a
Excellent.
total of 3 of them.
Oh, and for the
So I have a
sake of consistency, Panook is both here and not here at the same time, so don't worry about him. He's fine.
So I have a question. If I flew over, would I still need to make a check?
You would still need to make a check. It will probably just be
At advantage.
not necessarily at advantage, just it might not be as difficult a check to make, since you would theoretically have the most room where you could go.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So I could probably do the first one since that's not in a corner.
yeah.
All right. Well, I will try to dexterity past the first one.
All right.
We'll go ahead and roll. What do you want me to do? Acrobatics?
Actually, wait a second. Can I spider climb on the wall in the ceiling?
Yeah, you could.
All right, I'll do that then.
I think that will still require a check, but like flying, it'll be a lot easier. So if you're all trying to move past the first one, let's I guess your choice of acrobatics or athletics, probably acrobatics though.
Most definitely. 26.
Yeah,
Don't tell me you rolled a 1.
26,
Not this time.
26, yeah, you get past the first one. Why'd you even question it? It was super easy.
It's like, guys, I have wings on my back. I had a moment.
I'll use the tarantula bracelet to give me spider climb
Yep.
for 10 minutes, and I rolled a 20.
Yeah, you too. You're just like, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Went right past them.
I got 23.
Okay, so it is, Nararoth, since you're just kind of palpitating death rolling through them,
Yeah.
it is a bit closer when it comes to almost touching them, but at the end of the day, you're on the other side and not in the central room, so things are looking pretty good.
I just kind of like jump to the right side of him, and then when I brush up against the wall, I like arch my back so my shell bounces off the wall to get to the other side.
Pretty much, yeah.
Boing.
All right, so then we make our way up to the corner.
You just see what this looks like on my map. This is kind of crazy. But yeah, you now have to get past the blue one. You guys are now in between the two.
Do it
Nah.
again.
Not much room in between the two, but enough. So yeah, you can either do it again at the corner, or if you want to use your ender pearls, now would be probably a pretty good time.
I'll use the ender pearl.
All right.
Yeah, same.
So
as well.
those using an ender pearl do still need to make technically a range attack roll, but it's to hit a specific square, and you need to roll like not a nat 1, and you're golden.
I rolled a 10.
All right, you make it past.
I got a 14 on the die, so I'm pretty sure that's fine.
Even better.
You know, you had to say something, didn't you?
Oh no.
You just literally had to say something. I rolled a nat one.
Oh no.
And you don't have luck with your new character.
I do not.
What?
I was like, I'm gonna do better. I don't need it. And
Can I
Okay.
give her Defiant? Can add a D1, 1D4 to it?
No. Here's what's gonna happen, right? So,
it bounces back down the hallway.
She accidentally throws it too far. Oh no.
no, it's more along the lines of so Jax and Nagaroth, you guys make it, and where are my D4s?
You guys are like, here, throw this. And I'm like, okay.
Only take 5 points of quote unquote fall damage each. It's really true damage, but fall damage. But Arya, when you throw it, you're like, all right, I see exactly where I want to throw it, and you toss it, right? And instead of landing where you wanted it to go, you smacked, hit Nagaroth in the back of the head,
Oh no.
which caused you to also take the 5 damage from using one. And luckily, the ghosts are prone or stunned because you two are now prone as you crumble into each other. So you do make it past them. It's just not very graceful.
No one saw that.
I didn't see it. It hit me in the back of the head.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere.
Alright, well, either way, we made it. Let's go.
Okay, so I'll say the party got back to the intersection before you went west to go down this way. So from there is a north or south or back into the westward hallway of death.
Yeah, let's go north. I like north.
So there's 5 of these ghosties, right? Or am I miscounting?
It's either 4 or 5. I can't remember. Inky, Blinky, Pinky.
No, there's 4.
Fly. So there's
Yeah,
4.
it's 4. So we
And
know where
5.
3 of them are.
Yes.
Yeah, 3 of them are currently in the same hallway.
And the pink one never got activated, right?
Correct.
So there should be 4 of these little white things, right? And we got 2.
Yes. We've
Correct.
used 2 of them.
Anybody have an ability to make a wall? Just block him in
No.
there.
Mm-mm.
Damn it.
I cast Crate Wall.
Yeah.
So if we're right, which is the one that we found before? That was the one by.
Blue. There was one
Well,
up by blue.
We
That's
should get.
where I'm going. We're going to next.
And then we'll do pink last, and hopefully
Right.
All right.
we'll get out of here.
So, do you have the map area of where you went up to blue and found it? Can I just shove you ahead to a certain location? Or shall we remap that area?
We're gonna have to remap it. Oh, wait, hold on. Another page had fallen. Yes.
Hey, Tom.
Ah, yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
from that page, you can actually see the intersection you guys are at.
We are gonna be
I
at
think.
this one,
Uh,
the second one, right?
you'd actually be.
Yes.
You'd be. No,
This-
you'd be one before that one because that one would lead. That one would lead to a warp.
Yeah.
So you're one before the warp.
Yeah. So this one is the one that comes down this square. So then this is where the blue is. This is where red is. This is where orange is. Then we come to this intersection. We go. We go up past this middle intersection. And we warp up to the next white one. Just gonna start hoofing it, dashing instead of regular.
Well, it's easier for me to keep track of everything if you don't dash. So
Well, it'd be easier if I had graph paper.
yeah, this is true. So I'll say, 3 turns go by of you guys moving your way, and you get to the three-way intersection before the dot. So right there, yeah. That's 3 turns.
Technically 4 turns, but anyway.
It's hard. I'd say it's hard for you to figure that one out without graph paper.
Yeah.
But I counted squares and gave you some breaks off diagonals. So 3 turns. You made it there.
So we just have to find this fucking pink one again.
I don't suppose I can use a cartographer's tools roll to be like, oh, here's where the pink one was.
Um, I'd say make either intelligence or survival at this point, whichever you would prefer.
Survival.
I will assist.
Survival. 17.
19.
Well, I won't assist because I got a 17 on the die, plus 6.
Nice.
So with survival, the tip I can give you is, from your perspective, it seems like each of these dots are in potential corners of the maze, and you seemingly got the 2 bottom corners already, and you're approaching one of the top corners.
Got it.
Awesome. So we just have to warp to the yeah, I can warp to the other one.
So you're at intersection before dot. Which way do you go? You can go either east or west.
West.
All right, 30 feet west, and then it turns north, and you see third dot.
Yep.
Move to third dot.
Move to third dot. Touch third dot.
Stick.
you grab third dot, and the same kind of energy goes through the maze. We'll say the ghost did get a movement in between, but they didn't get very far, to be honest with you. So you're at third dot. You can either go back south the way you came or east.
Doesn't it go around? Doesn't it continue north?
Again, you're because of lack of grid, your dimensions are a bit off. So
Right, but shouldn't
going,
this
it doesn't. Yeah,
this
that
should
connects up.
connect, right?
Yeah, so
Yes.
you're in that corner.
So we're here.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go
So
east, I guess.
yeah, brings you that way.
So that there. So I think we need to go back towards the center. And I think we need to go up this way. So we're over here now. You have to come down, go across, and get over here.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Although with that last survival, you don't necessarily, you probably don't necessarily need to go back down because you're already up top and where you're going is already up top. But
Right.
however you want to go there is however you want to go there.
No, we'll continue staying as far north as we can.
So from the corner where you picked up the dot, you went east to a corner where you could either keep going east or go south.
We'll keep going east.
10 more feet that way, and it turns south.
So we go south.
30 feet south, and it turns east again.
We go east.
10 feet east, and you're at a four-way intersection with the north there being a. To the north, you see a dart facing your direction, which signifies there's a warp that way.
Correct. So then we're going to continue to go east.
Right. "50 feet east down that hallway, and you get to another four-way intersection."
Does it link up with that that rectangle that's to the side there?
Yes.
Sweet.
So then we want to go north.
Potentially.
Okay. 1 second. That scared me. Out of absolutely no context to this, the map I'm referring to being in Minecraft, I went to go move the ghosts a bit, and I got struck by lightning in game. That was creepy.
Kim's like, no, don't do that.
Pretty much.
I'm back.
Hello. Cullen just got struck by lightning.
Touching the monsters.
Pretty much. Okay, back at the intersection you guys are at. 4-way, you want to go north? That's what,
Yeah.
okay. 10 feet north, and you can either go east or west, but about 30 feet west, you see a non-activated pinkish glow.
So then where's the white dot?
From this perspective, you cannot see it.
It's probably around the corner.
Yeah, so if we go take the opposite way, we should come by it the other side.
All right, which way do we go then?
You can either go east or west from this intersection, or
And the
back
pink-
south
And the pink is coming from the west.
from the east.
Pink is coming from the east.
Well, it's not coming. It is at the east.
So if we kept going east, we'd run into the pink.
Yeah.
So we'll go.
Yeah, so if we go west, if like the other ones, it's a square, right?
Most likely.
We should be in the other corner.
Right, we go west then.
Okay, so that is about 30 feet back to the west, and it turns north. And then 10 feet north from there, it turns back east and way down. It's like 70 feet to the east is you do see that white dot.
We'll dash to it.
Okay. Okay, getting up to the white dot. Before touching it, you do notice that immediately to the other side of the white dot is the pink mass that is starting to activate. But I'm guessing you pick up said white dot.
Yes.
Alright, picking up this white dot. Just like the last 3 times, another pulse of white energy goes through the entire maze. But instead of fading quickly back to blue, the entire maze stays white. And this time you see the pink mass freeze in place for a second and turn more of a deep bluish afterwards.
All right, now we can kick its ass.
Yeah. Do it quick.
So what do you guys do?
We murder it.
Gonna. How far away is it?
Depending on where exactly you want to be, either you're right up next to it or about 15 feet away. Your choice.
Sure, I'll be right up next to it, I guess.
I'll be right up next to it.
Next to it.
All right.
Dog pile.
What do you guys do? Explain to me what you do.
I'm just gonna slash it with my double saber.
Okay.
Gonna eat it.
You're just gonna take a big fucking bite.
That's what Pac-Man would do, right?
So I got a dirty 20 on the first attack.
Don't need to roll attacks.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to go ahead, you want to roll some dice, feel free.
Ignite the lightsaber, light rapier, and attack it.
Just punch it and slash it.
All right. With your onslaught of attacks, like the last times you guys have attacked these things, you see you like tear into the mass, and there's like this glitchy, staticky texture from where you've damaged it. But this time, instead of it reforming, all the wounds you make on it grow and cause it to eventually burn up. And there's no longer a pink mass in front of you.
Huzzah. How the hell do we get out of here now?
Yeah, we gotta kill the others. The hunters have become the hunted.
All right, we start heading back. Double time.
Well, you are basically at the corner of where the pink mass was, meaning from there you can either go back way west or south. Your choice.
We're up here somewhere. So, we're going to go south until we hit this warp.
Okay.
We're going to warp to the other side. Should bring us here.
Okay.
Right.
So you move south to where you find the warp.
Where we entered.
Right. And you go through the warp, correct?
Yes.
All right. When you go through the warp, instead of finding yourself back at the other side of the maze, you find yourself back in the hangar with your ship.
Oh, huzzah.
We did it.
From there, the lights are on, it's all bright, and your ship seems to be working.
Hit the fob. Boop, boop. Unlock the doors. Get the hell in the ship and get us the hell out of here.
All easily enough done at this point. No funny business has taken place, and you're where is he?
Oh yeah, we left somebody on the
Your
ship.
good old friend Final Adept is there waiting for you, and he's happy you guys aren't dead.
Yeah, so are we. So are we.
And with that, you've survived the maze.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
So, from that ordeal, somewhere I made a note. Hopefully I didn't forget the note. Oh, looks like I lost the note somewhere. Alright. Screw it. Someone's gonna have to tell Pinocchio this at some point. But for surviving that ordeal, you guys each got 11,000 experience.
Whoa.
We
11,000. Wow. Oh, I hit the wrong button.
I don't know if that lets you guys level up once. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But should be a nice boost at the very least.
It does, in fact, bring me to level 8.
There we go.
Said 11,000.
Yeah.
That's exactly the distance between starting at level 7 to level 8.
Nice.
Wow.
Good. Oh no.
Bye. She's like,
Oh, and this is probably a good point to tell you what the actual loot you picked up was.
Yes,
Yes,
please.
it's going to be my next question, actually.
So this might not be as impressive as the experience you just got, but it should still be pretty nice. So starting off, you guys managed to pick up. We'll just even that out as 50,000 credits. Along with roughly 12,000 credits in gemstones on top of that.
Okay.
But the more interesting thing is,
Are the gems shaped like fruit?
you know what? Some of them are. One of them is even shaped like a key, but probably you shouldn't eat that one.
I mean, I wouldn't eat any of them. They're gems.
You guys find a shield that seems to be fairly big for what it is.
A shield, huh?
Is it circular and throwable?
It is not circular. You probably have a hard time throwing it. But it does seem pretty cool. You get a ring of some sort. What the fuck is this? Some of this loot was randomly generated, and I'm looking at it now. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Oh. Okay, yeah. Not that one. You get a
Lightsaber, a Vorpal lightsaber?
you get like a Polaroid camera.
I was gonna say, isn't a Vorpal lightsaber just a lightsaber?
Pretty much. You also find a helmet with some interesting gems on it. You find an energy cell for you know your Star Wars laser guns and shit. That seems to be massively overcharged with energy,
Oh,
but in like a good way, not in the oh shit this is about to explode kind of way.
okay.
You find a what you can probably what you can probably already figure out to be a pretty big healing potion. More specifically, a potion of superior healing.
Oh, wow.
ooh.
And last but not least, a Mario Power Star.
Okay, who wants what?
So a fair bit of potentially fun things.
Well, we got to get these things identified first.
Yeah, true.
Is this true?
Mhm.
I can already tell whatever that shield is. I don't think any of us really use shields, so we can probably
No.
just sell that and split it. Unless you want to pick up using shields, Jax.
I don't think I can use a shield. I don't have the proficiency for a shield.
Yeah,
Or else I'm going to take the other one.
I think we had this conundrum before where you guys found a cool shield and decided, eh. Actually, I think I gave you guys the hero shield, which is
Yeah. The
I
one
think
that
an-
stories.
yeah, I think it's an insanely cool item, but you guys are like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, none of us can use them, so.
It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Now we got to try to figure out how to get the hell to this quest that we were supposed to be on.
So, after getting on the ship, assessing all of your newfound spoils, and potentially retelling the tales to your good old friend Final Adept, getting back on track to the mission you wanted to go on doesn't seem to be an issue because your ship is working perfectly fine at this point.
Okay.
And in fact, you haven't. It seems you haven't wasted any fuel yet from the jump from World Origin.
All right. That's good.
I'm kind of scared to jump again, guys.
Well, let's just jump away from this, whatever this is. Are we able to like mark this on a star chart or something like that, so we know where it is in the space?
I guess that would be a computers check.
Well, I'll just tell the astromech bot, Loki, and the computer brain, Heimdall, go ahead and mark it on our star chart. Star
Okay.
chart.
I am going to make a roll at advantage. What's their intelligence modifiers for being artificially intelligent?
So, for making technology, you said you'd have
Yeah.
the Heimdall will have a +6 to his roll, and then Loki, where are you? Loki has a +3 and he has a +5 with technology.
Okay. So after a while of what can only be described as computing, maybe processing, you basically get an error for trying to mark this location as kind of like the inside of this place. The current space you're in doesn't seem like it should be able to exist logically.
Okay.
And there don't appear to be any reference points for your ship to make a note of.
It's anomalous space.
Yep.
Pretty much. But regardless, you are still able to leave easily. Assuming that's what you want to do.
Yes, we're going to leave and go towards the mission.
Okay.
Because I assume that he still wants to go towards the mission.
Yeah, he does. So, you put in the original coordinates from what he gave you, and you make the jump, and it works fine. After a while, the ship faster than light engines booting up, and you go. Okay. I know we haven't been playing long, but I almost want to stop it here
Okay.
for a couple of reasons. One being so next time we can just jump right in to the missions with hopefully a full group. And two, because I have a headache and I'm pretty tired. So
Yeah, this way we can also regroup with Panook.
yeah, and tell him what happened. Let him potentially level up if
Yeah, even
He
I
does.
level. So I'm at level 11.
there we go.
Yeah, I don't mind stopping. It's fine with me.
So short
I'm good
session
with
this
it.
week, but hopefully next time we'll jump right into it with some more D&D esque action.
All right.
Woohoo!
But
All right, guys.
thanks for playing, everybody. Hope you had fun in the maze. It was
No, it
definitely
was frustrating.
definitely trying some new things on that one, and
I had fun.
it's still kind of funny that what was supposed to be a 1 in 100 chance of happened almost immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, we got it out of the way, so that's good.
it's
Yep.
true. It was definitely frustrating, but I liked it.
Yeah, it was interesting.
As long as it's not like you repeat it over and over again, we're good.
If it happens again,
fair.
reroll.
Yep. Fair
Yes,
enough.
please.
Fair enough. There's
Or
only
at least
one,
give us a damn map.
only one pack maze. Oh, I can actually give you guys the map now. Want to see what it actually looked like? Let me see if I can find it real quick.
See that, yeah.
One moment, please. Ah, yes. Copy. Okay. What? Oh, it didn't work. Why didn't it work? Give me this. Okay, Discord, why you gotta be like this? We'll just fucking grab it from the actual screenshots. This one. Upload. There was your pack maze
Okay,
in all its glorious fashion.
that wasn't so bad.
It feels small. It looks smaller than I thought it was.
It looks a lot smaller than I thought it was.
Yeah. But that's that's all what that was the entire thing you were working with, and those warps really threw you for a doozy.
Yeah, because we did
Also-
it twice before we figured out.
Also, lack of graph paper.
Yeah. Although I was kind of fudging the measurements even with the grid there, only because I was basically moving you guys as if you were a single 10-foot creature. So I'm just like, you know. But as you can see, somewhat symmetrical in the center and then very not symmetrical in the corners. Definitely threw you guys for a loop. And I will apologize for the orange ghosts placement. I don't know why I decided to make a corridor of doom for that one. But I did. And well, it almost worked. You were almost very much doomed in that corridor, but
No, because the first time we would have got hit by one of them, we would have gotten back to the center, right?
yeah, but I figured, put a little bit more pressure on you guys with two automatic death saves instead of one, that much closer
Yeah,
to death.
no. Nope, one was close enough.
Yeah, and it won't matter at this point because next time you play, you're not permanently at that -1 death save, so you can mark those off. They're no longer relevant. Next time you go down, you will be normal death saves.
Thank goodness.
If you got hit by the ghost 4 times, you would have been dead.
Right.
After the 3rd time, you would have been like, oh shit, I probably died here. But you would have had that, old school video game 0 life kind of thing going on. where you would have been walking around with 3 automatic failed death saves, but still been fine. So.
Got it.
I think it was a fun experience, but I didn't have to go through the maze. Yeah, I hope you guys had fun. Sorry for the short session. Next
No,
time,
it's all good.
Oh, good.
we'll get back into our usual shenanigans.
Sounds good. I like shenanigans.
Yeah.
Alright.